And, of course, Jane Whitney.
There. How are you?
Oh, welcome to Fairview.
Tom Paxton.
Well, we've been here all afternoon, don't you remember? We came here quite a while ago.
Don't confuse me. It's late in the day.
Oh, you're confused anyway. We want to tell all of you very much that it's been very nice to be with you in Fairview today, and we do plan on going to Ponca City, to Stillwater, to Chickasha, to Norman, to Okmulgee, and to many more Oklahoma towns. We'll let you know when we go and where we go before we go, we hope. Until then, from Jane Whitney,
Bye-bye.
Ken Wright, so long, and Tom Paxton, goodbye, everybody, and thanks again. Bye-bye. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Fairview. It's nice to have all of you with us there at home, of course. You folks know by this time that we're doing the show today in Fairview, Oklahoma. This is the turkey capital of the world, and thank you. And they tell me that that's one reason that they brought out our program here is because it's the biggest turkey on television.
Good reason.
Yeah. This is Jane Whitney. Let's give her a big hand, huh? Miss Jane?
Hi.
And the fellow with the crew cut over here is Ken Wright. All right. Before we get things underway here in Fairview, Oklahoma, we'll pause, as we generally do, 60 seconds for a word on our favorite, Wonder Bread. Thank you very much for bearing with us during the past 60 seconds. Now I'd like for you to meet the lady who is actually the one who was responsible for bringing this afternoon program here to Fairview, up in the northern part of the state. You may remember, if you watch our show with regularity, that we conducted a contest over the state why we should come to your town. This lady wrote a very interesting letter and also included some wonderful pictures, and so she is our winner and is responsible for having us here today. I'd like for you to meet her now, Mrs. Wilma Lowell. Would you please?
Thank you, Tom.
Ms. Lowell, I heard something about you here a minute ago that kind of surprised me. They said that this is not the first time you've won a television set.
No, it isn't. I won a colored television set about, 2 years ago.
A color television set? Ours is just black and white, you know.
I'm real happy with the black and white, though. The portable, I'm real pleased about it.
You don't go carrying that color TV around on your back then.
No, I really don't.
Miss Lowell, would you like to tell the people at home some of the things that you had to say about Fairview We're not going to read your letter on the air verbatim, but just some of the things that you mentioned. Do you recall?
Oh, I recall a lot of things. I was allowed only 100 words, and that wasn't enough. We're the turkey capital of the world. We have a new hospital under construction. We have a new modern gym about ready to move into. Our first game, I think, is right after Christmas. We have 47 blocks of new paving. We have a new modern swimming pool. We have $100,000 worth of new storefronts. We have the sweet notes that we're proud of. That's a Barbershop quartet.
I think we're going to have them on the program a little later, aren't we?
I believe so, yes.
You know what we're doing, fellas, is we're not leaving you guys much to talk about.
That's right. She's saying about all of it.
This gentleman right here is the mayor of Fairview. This is Mr. Harry Sallaska.
That's right.
What kind of a name is that, Harry?
German.
German?
Uh-huh.
That's almost as hard to remember as Paxton, I'll bet, isn't it?
Well, it should be about the same, I would say.
Yeah. How long have you been mayor, sir?
Oh, this is about the 6th, 7th year, something like that.
How long is the average mayor's term?
Oh, one term is 2 years.
And you've been about you've been in office 4 times?
Three terms and a little more than that as councilman. I think that's about 8th or 9th year now.
When you coming up again?
I'm not going to come up again. Term runs out a year from next spring, and I think I'll turn it over to someone else then.
You can get a release hold of it, huh?
Don't you think that's long enough?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's too long, actually.
Just depends on how well you're doing in the mayor's office, you know. Some towns, I'm sure that isn't true here. And the gentleman standing on the other side of Mrs. Lowell is the president of the Chamber of Commerce at Fairview, Mr. John Gard. Let's give both of these gentlemen a hand since we neglected to do so a minute ago. John, it's nice to have you with us today, sir.
Thank you.
What's new with the Chamber? I never saw a man with a Chamber of Commerce yet that didn't have something to say. I'll just even let you hold the microphone.
Well, I'm not a very good speaker.
You just lost your job with the Chamber of Commerce, you know that?
Wilma has pretty well sold Fairview, I think, as far as words are concerned. As for the Chamber of Commerce, there is always something to do that does more, as has been proven here, than a lot of words.
What's the matter, George? Let him look into the camera? All right. Go right ahead, and excuse me for interrupting. We do this. You don't watch our program, do you, sir?
Well, I don't have much chance to watch TV during the daytime.
Well, we're getting back to you. No, we actually are a very informal program. We just, if we run into problems not looking in the camera, we just stop right there and tell them to go ahead and look, you know. Do you remember what you were talking about before we interrupted you, by the way?
Chamber of Commerce.
Go ahead.
Tom, I want to present each member of your crew here with one of Fairview's prize turkeys, so you will remember your trip up here.
Each member, look at Jerkins over here. Yay!
And this one is yours. Your pocket.
Thank you, sir. Marge, Jane. Is it kind of cold? Let me take a look at it here. You know, her real name is Marge Hawkins, and once in a while I slip. We just call her Jane Whitney on the air so her creditors can't catch up with her, you see. Fairview Fancy. Quick frozen, ready to cook young turkey with giblets. Or is that giblets?
Giblets.
Thank you, sir. What is that? Net weight 127 pounds? What is that?
That one is a little light.
No, it looks like it, but actually it's 12 pounds, 7 ounces is what he has on here. Well, sir, I want to thank you very much. So you have one of these for each member of the cast?
A member, also the working men.
He said also the working men. Well, thank you very much. And Jane, would you please, honey? Thank you. Would you like to shake a mighty cold hand?
It is that.
On behalf of all the cast, we sure do appreciate it. And with the Christmas season coming up, I know that the turkeys are going to go to some hungry families. Mine. Now, Miss Lowell, if you would please, I'd like for you to step up here because I don't... Jane?
You want me to help you?
I don't know how we're going to work this thing, Miss Lowell.
Well, Mr. Sallaska's going to hold it.
Want to bend over, Mr. Sallaska, or take it that way? Why don't I just grab one side of it and you can grab the other. This, Miss Lowell, is the beautiful RCA black and white television set that we have for you as a result of your winning letter on the Your Town contest that we ran. We thank the RCA Victor people and thank you very much for your letter and your interest in writing us. It's a real pleasure for us to be here, and I hope that you receive many hours of enjoyment watching this television set. There's just one word of caution. This set has been adjusted so that it will not pick up anything but Channel 4. Is that all right with you?
Sure.
All right, now then it's yours. You can have it.
Tom, I want to thank you very much for the television set and for the origination of your program here in Fairview. We are all mighty happy to have you.
Bless your heart. Thank you very much. We'll be back with you after this word. All righty. Back in Fairview, Oklahoma again we are. And a moment ago, you remember we were fumbling around with this frozen turkey over here, and I gave it to Jane, and Jane gave it to Ken, and he said, I can't hold on to it too long. I won't be able to play the organ. So Jane ended up back up with it again. And what we were kind of laughing at up here was it reminded me of an old story about the two cows who were standing together on a cold, cold morning in the barn. And there was ice and snow all over the field. And suddenly the farmer came up toward the barn with a pail in each hand. And one cow looked around to the other cow and he said, well, here comes old Icy Fingers again. So and here is our own Icy Fingers, Ken Wright, with music in the right mood. What is it, Ken?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Ken Wright. There's your music in the right mood with Ken Wright. Oh, here's a job that I always like to do. Let's see, let me pick out somebody here in the audience. One, two, three, Channel 4. Who said Danny down there? Come on up. Attaboy. Now, this is going to present a problem. I'll show you why. This is shine, ladies and gentlemen, which is really almost a magic shoe shining preparation. You see, instead of using buffing and claws and lots of other messy equipment, if your shoes need shining, you just pick up a can of shine for $1.49 and just spray your shine on. It's easy as that. I pick you out of the audience, and what do you show up with but rubber boots? And what is your name?
Roger Snyder.
Roger Snyder? I don't know. This is a spot to be in here, Roger. You got shoes on underneath there?
Yes.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to shine your feet for you there. This is the only worst thing that could possibly happen to us there, you know. I'll tell you what, I won't ask you to take those boots off because it's kind of cold up here. Want to hold the microphone a minute? You shaking because you're nervous or cold?
I don't know. Mostly both.
Mostly both. Would you just stick that right in my face for a minute? Not too hard. Here we go. I'll show you how shine works. It's as easy as this. I'm a little scuffed up here. Ordinarily, you'd take the scuff marks out. But to shine your shoes the easy way, this is the way you do it. There you go. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Smell that? How's it smell? It's got banana oil in it. There you are. Looks pretty bad, doesn't it? I'll tell you though, these boots of mine do need a little work done on them, and so do your overshoes. But if we've put the point across, I think that's all that's necessary. You've seen us demonstrated on the air, inside, out of the cold. It's wonderful. You'll find shine at your favorite store for only $1.49. Would you like to have this one? Huh?
Okay.
You're going to take those off before you use it now, aren't you?
Yes.
The boots, not the feet. Bye-bye. I think we mentioned at the earlier part of the program, I know I did, and I think the lovely lady who was with us here a moment ago to receive the television set also mentioned that Fairview, Oklahoma is the turkey capital of the world. Now that is quite a statement to make, and we're proud of them here in Oklahoma, just as we are for Rush Springs and their watermelons down there. This town produces the most beautiful, the most delicious, the most wonderful turkeys in the entire world. And it all happens right here in Fairview. Just about 3 blocks off in this direction, southwest of us, where we're standing right now, is a company where all of this takes place. Matter of fact, we'd like for you to take a look at the company right now. That's a horrible place to read somebody's name, isn't it, really? The Hallren Poultry and Creamery Company of Fairview, Oklahoma. Let's go.
This is Mike Hallren, owner of the Hallren Poultry and Creamery Company here in Fairview. Mike, we've just visited your plant and taken a look at your operation. It's certainly an interesting one. I have a few questions for you. One, I'd like to know about how many turkeys are produced in the Fairview area.
Well, in the immediate Fairview area, there's about, in major counties, around 70,000 turkeys produced. However, in our trade area, where we send our trucks out to pick up turkeys, is about 600,000. We go as far away as Tulsa, Newton, Kansas, Pampa, Texas, Holdenville, Lawton, Oklahoma, in that area to pick up the turkeys.
That's quite a trade territory and an awful lot of good dinners on the table there. Mike, how many pounds of turkey do you process here a year?
Well, we process about 6 million pounds of live turkeys a year.
I understand you have an expansion program about to start.
Yes, we do have. I have another son that's going to join me in the business, Pat Hallren. He's in the Army at Fort Knox, and he's going to join me in September, and so we're increasing our freezing facilities and enlarging our capacity. We hope to do 4 million more pounds of business in 1959.
So about 10 million pounds of business in 1959.
That's right. That's our goal for 59.
How far do you ship these turkeys you process here?
Well, we ship them to about all major markets in the United States. We use New York and Boston, Chicago, and of course we use the southeastern states too.
I understand that the turkeys produced in the Fairview area are on a par with those produced any place in the United States.
Yes, we have good production here, good quality. The Northwestern Turkey Growers Association is quite active in producing good quality birds.
Is that something to do with the Turkey Rama in the spring?
Yes, the Turkey Rama is 3 years old, and it is in conjunction with the Northwest Turkey Growers Association, and we work with them and they work with us, and we have a 2-day Turkey Rama. This year it's February the 6th and 7th.
What happens at the Turkey Rama?
Well, in the first place, the Chamber of Commerce and the Northwest Turkey Growers Association invite all the turkey producers and, of course, the citizens of a 7-county area in the Fairview to be with us for the 2 days. Of course, we have the professors from the college, A&M College. We have people from the Oklahoma State Department of Agriculture to help us with the program, and also the feed and equipment men help us with the program. During that time, we also have drawing every hour or two, and this year we have about 70 valuable prizes to give away for the 2 days.
Well, thanks much for talking to us, Mike. We find the turkey industry is really a booming one here in Fairview.
Well, we certainly hope that you enjoyed the visit to the Hallren Poultry and Creamery Company here in Fairview. I might say that it was pointed out to me here just a moment ago that there is more white meat than dark meat on that Fairview fancy turkey. For one very good reason, it seems that they are bred that way. You fellas work over at the plant or something? Huh? You just got a raise. Everybody that works in the turkey industry, raise your hands. Kind of interested in that. Mr. Hallren around? Mr. Hallren around? He didn't show up? Well, he was on the fiddle. Okay. Oh. Man. We have a sponsor that we're very happy to have on the program, doing an awful lot of wonderful good for farmers over the country. I speak of Superior Mills. If we may, we'll spend about 60 seconds with them. This is the This Afternoon program with yours truly, Tom Paxton, Jane Whitney, and Ken Wright, coming today from the turkey capital of the world and a wonderful town with wonderful people. You're looking at some of them now who live in Fairview, Oklahoma. All of it coming to you, of course, from WKY TV in Oklahoma City. Thank you, Ken. We brought a little baby along with us today. I don't say we brought her along with us, but Mommy brought her down. This is Mrs. Roger Woodward. Liable to be an exciting couple of minutes here, Mrs. Woodward.
Sure is.
How old is Stephanie?
She will be 10 months, the 20th.
If she lives that long.
Yes.
The reason we say that is because she's up here on a truck in a Tot, is that right? Which is made right here in... Right. And sold at popular prices everywhere. Right? The Tot. Here's a demonstration. Music by Ken Wright, the baby Stephanie Woodward, 9 months old. Stephanie Woodward a big hand, huh? I'm not a bit jumpy today. Hey, you know, I think I just... Can she patty cake?
Can you patty cake, Stephanie? She can, if she will.
I don't even know how to patty cake, and I'm 35.
Patty cake,
Patty cake. Come on, come on. Come on. You know what she's saying? What are those silly fools trying to get me to do here, you know? Yeah. Huh? Oh, I have to run back to the studio right now to make a commercial for Central Tile. See you there.
Now we have someone with us who is a very interesting person, Mrs. Roberta Fritch. And Mrs. Fritch has a real unique position here in Fairview, Oklahoma. Just what are you? I want you to say it.
I am the manager of the Chamber of Commerce here in Fairview.
Isn't this a little bit unusual?
Yes, it really is. There's not very many women that are managers of the Chamber of Commerce, and I had an awfully hard job selling myself to the men.
Oh, I don't know. With those sparkling blue eyes, I imagine you could just sell Fairview, and you do a good job of that, too.
I love to sell Fairview.
Listen, how would you go about preparing yourself to be the manager of the Chamber of Commerce?
Well, they have a very good school every summer that managers go to, and learn a lot, but you learn more just by experience right here in your town. I worked in the office where we had 2 men, and I learned a lot from both of them, what not to do and what to do. And I decided I could do just as well as they could, so they gave me the chance.
How long have you been?
3 years.
3 years. You were telling me before about something very interesting. Now, you publicized Fairview.
Yes.
This is your life.
That's my life.
That's your life. You go out and tell people about the turkeys.
And anything that we can build up for Fairview, we do.
You got anything coming up in the near future?
Yes, we do. We have, you've heard so much about the turkeys now, we just will bring the rest of it in.
Okay.
We have a Turkey Rama. It's an annual affair, and it's the 6th and 7th of February. And we bring an awful lot of people in on that, and it's really a big thing. And so we're counting on a...
What do you do at a turkey Rama?
Oh, they have booths and where everybody shows their supplies and all that kind of thing. And then we have instructors from Stillwater Extension Service. And what we're trying to do is get more people to grow more turkeys around here. So Mr. Hallren won't have to go so far to get them.
Sounds real fascinating. And that's next up, February 6th and 7th. Well, we certainly do thank you for being with us today, and thank you for the chance.
Could I present you something first before I leave?
Oh,
We
yes.
certainly would like to give you this, just using your, can I go in and get it?
Go get it.
For the studio. I don't know.
Oh, mine are too big for this anyway.
We'd like for you to have this because we're very proud of our turkey, of our
Walker Tots.
Walker Tots.
What's that? Our baby certainly can use. That's what she's giving it to me for, and thank you so very, very much. And now 60 seconds for an evening in Paris.
And about this time every afternoon in Fairview, we find the Sweet Notes Barbershop Quartet at Mac's Barbershop.
Does your mother realize the stork delivered quite a prize? The day he left you on the family tree. Family tree. Does your dad appreciate that you are merely super great? The miracle of any century. If they don't, just send them both to
enjoyed the Sweet Notes Barbershop Quartet. It's the kind of music I think that I prefer because I've always wanted to belong to a barbershop quartet myself. By the way, the fellows' names were Art Bauer, Joe Houck, Dr. Jack Bostwick, and Clyde Ewing. Do a wonderful job of singing. I will be back in 60 seconds after a word from Tex Eyes. And I found out one thing. They have some awful pretty girls up here in Fairview. And I want you to meet one of them right now. This young lady right here, her name is,
Roberta Husher.
Roberta?
Husher.
Did your dad sing in that quartet a minute ago?
No.
Oh, I was thinking of Houck. That was who I was thinking of. Roberta has an awfully fine talent. She's a singer herself. And was it Joe Jerkins on our staff that ran across you on a preliminary visit up here?
I don't know.
How do you happen to be on the program today?
I sang down at the Rotarian Club banquet for the 4-Hers. And they wanted me to sing here.
Well, good. Nice to have you. What are you going to sing for us?
He's got the whole world in his hands.
I think we just lost him there. Ken, you remember the tune? Roberta, it's all yours.
He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his arms. He's got the little bitty baby in his arms. He's got the little bitty baby in his arms. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his arms. He's got the whole wide world in his arms. He's got the whole world in his arms. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got you and me, brother. In his arms, he's got you and me, sister. In his arms, he's got you and me, brother. In his arms, he's got the whole world in his hands.
What'd you say? All right. Kind of cold, isn't it, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Roberta, you did an awfully nice job. When you're down at the city sometime, come in and say hello to us again, will you? All right, fine. We'll make her as welcome down there as she and the other folks here at Fairview have made us today. Here we go. Santa Claus helping her down as we come back up to spend 60 seconds with Veezy's. We'd like to take you now on a kind of a tour of the city of Fairview, Oklahoma. They've done some wonderful things here, some beautiful buildings. I think you'll be surprised at some of the things you are about to see as we take a camera's eye look at Fairview with music by Ken Wright. Ken? What?
The big town!
See that man over there? Notice that dirty look he gave you?
The big town.
No, that's because he's our engineer, Gene Lyons, and when you yelled like that, his ears just exploded, I think, you know. What's your name, honey?
Super.
You go to school here, of course?
Course.
In what grade?
8.
Oh, you look so much younger than that.
Oh, thank you.
You hold your age quite well.
I think I do.
Who's your friend here with you?
Not Brady.
What? Hello, Suze.
Hi.
Is that what they call you?
Huh?
Is that what they call you?
Yeah.
Suze?
No.
What do they call you?
Susie.
Susie, what's the letter you're wearing there?
Baby. Yeah.
It's got a football on it?
Yeah.
You play football?
No. It's my brother's sophomore jacket.
What?
I said she does play football.
She says you do play football.
I do not.
And who are you?
Ruth Ann Ewing.
You just made an enemy here, you know.
I'd like you to meet Bryce Lowell. He's the publisher of the paper here.
Oh, yes. It was the gentleman we talked to here the other day before we came up.
Tom. Nice to know you.
Well, thank you, sir. I want to tell you that your last Thursday edition, I believe it was, you gave us a wonderful write-up in there, and we certainly appreciate it.
Well, we were certainly happy to do it because we think you certainly did honor to Fairview here. And by the way, it was my lovely wife that won the contest, so I had a double.
Was that your wife?
Yes, it certainly was.
Incidentally, Tom, without Bryce, we could never have done the show today because he did all the legwork. I'd call him on the phone, and he'd go out and chase things up, and he hunted for the trucks that we put things on, and he really did all the legwork up here, so I think we're going to add him to the production staff.
Well, it's easy, Tom, when you got a good organizer like Joe here. I think you've got a real man on your staff there.
Hey,
and this rest of the
Thank you.